Testament had released a new album called Bellum. And Testament is probably one of two, maybe three bands that whatever they put out, I will buy. Overkill is the other one. Whatever they put out, I will buy because they are consistently awesome. They are pretty much, I mean, yeah, they kind of put out the same album. People, if you do extensive research or reviews or listen to people on YouTube talk about, especially Overkill, they're always gripe is, well, they're always doing, they're releasing the same album every single time. Okay, yeah, you get a little bit of there, but it still kicks ass. So I don't care what they say. I'm going to still buy it. And so having said that, Testament have put out a new album called Bellum. It's their 14th album. And I got to say, again, for their discography, if I could say that a little smoother next time, maybe I'll do some practicing. But yes, their discography is pretty solid. I love when I first started listening to this band, a lot of people would be like, hey, are they Christian rock? And I was like, yeah, I can kind of see where you would think that with that name. They're not like satanic or anything, but they're hard. They're heavy. And it always made me laugh when they're like, are they Christian rock? It's like, no, they're not. I mean, you can buy the album Demonic. That's if you... that might answer your question for you, but no. But yeah, so they put out man, I tell you what, this album is almost perfect. This album is so hard. This band has gone from thrash. They've done some death metal lyrics in kind of the early 2000s and mid 2000s. Then they kind of went back to the original thrash vocals. This album is a lot of, if you've listened to like again, Demonic, The Gathering has some death metal on it. Low was a really good album where they kind of experimented with the death metal vocal sounds. This one kind of goes back to that, but man, it shreds. Almost every single song's a banger on this one. There's one that's kind of, it's slow. I've been debating about how to discuss this song. It's called Meant to Be, and they've done what I guess you would call ballads. They've done many ballads before on many albums, and I've enjoyed all of them for what they were. This one seems to be the slowest one they've ever done, and it's not horrible. I have to skip it because it's just, I guess, the placement of it. Again, there's nothing wrong with doing a slow song like this, but this album is so, it starts off in your face. It just grabs you by the short hairs, you know. The first three songs are just like boom, 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 and then they get to the slow one, and it's like, ugh, and then they just go right back into it, which, it's great. You know, again, I said the majority of this album kicks ass, but that one song, I guess for me, kind of downgrades its overall. No, I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say it downgrades its enjoyment because it really doesn't. I just skip it. I've listened to it a couple times. I gave it the open heart. Okay, we're gonna give it a shot, and I gave it a couple shots, and it's fine, but it just seems so out of place. There could be some meaning behind it. I don't know. I don't really look into that. I don't know if they had some sort of family tragedy or someone was going through something, or you know, we just need to put. I don't know. Did they do it for the radio? Maybe. I doubt it. People don't listen to the radio. And, I mean, let's be honest. When was the last time you listened to the radio? I drive 1,500 miles every week. I never listen to the radio. Ever. So, but yeah, no. So this Testament's 2025 album, Bellum, fucking awesome. If you like thrash metal, I would highly recommend this band, because again, there's really this one's their 14th album, and they've done 14 albums that just, there's not really one where you're just kind of like, ugh, God, I'm not going to listen to this. But yeah, it's I recommend them. It's one of those bands whenever someone comes along, and there's a great line that Brian Posehn had done in one of his metal songs where it's like, when you meet someone that listens to metal, it's like finding out you had a brother or sister you never knew about. And that's kind of how I felt meeting new metalheads, and we would talk bands, and I'd always bring up oh, do you listen to Testament? And they're like, no. Oh man, you got to check them out. And